Three things I've learned from the Bible so far. Number one, tribulation and evil are able to be transformed for good through the grace of God. So, for example, we have Joseph from the Old Testament in the very first book of the Bible being sold out by 11 of his other brothers. They were jealous of him for the power that he possessed through his visions at night, able to kind of predict the future. God allowed him to steward that gift. But when Joseph was sold into slavery, he quickly climbed up the ranks through the gift that he had, and he was able to actually serve other people and serve the king. And in his civilization, he was able to climb up. And I think it's a really good book to get into. And the verse is Genesis 50:20. But as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as it is this day, to save many people alive. Sounds kind of familiar to Jesus Christ, where people meant it for evil to crucify him and persecute him, but God, Christ, meant it for good, so then he could bear the sins of everybody else. Second thing I've learned is that serving others instead of yourself is the way to go. Jesus said to his disciples in Matthew 10:39, "He who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will find it." Now, you're not going to make money if you don't serve people with a good product, a good service that you provide, a good business idea, a good business company. You're not going to be able to be. People aren't going to like you if you're not as personable, if you don't have as much humor, if you are not looking out for the interests of other people. You need to serve other people. And first of all, you need to serve Christ, because Christ commands us to serve other people. So once you serve Christ, then everything else will trickle down and you'll be able to serve people in the right way. And it comes back around where they start serving you and you benefit from it. If it's all in you, you're not going to get far. Number three, choosing what you allow into your mind and into your soul. Romans 12:2 says, "And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." So do not be conformed to the patterns of the world, where people are interested in a lot of things that are very contrary to what God wants for you. For example, this is a very extreme example, but Epstein Island. But then you go down the list to drugs, partying in a ungodly manner. You can party still, but in an ungodly manner. Instagram being just like filled up with just BS and just nothing that actually like has consistency, and it's just sporadic. And what you fill up, it's going to be a sporadic mind. And then Luke 11:34 through 35. Jesus said, "The lamp of the body is the eye. Therefore, when your eye is good, your whole body is good, is full of light." The lamp of the body is the eye. Therefore, when your eye is good, your whole body also is full of light. But when your eye is bad, your body also is full of darkness. Therefore, take heed that the light which is in you is not darkness. If then your whole body is full of light, have no part dark, the whole body will be full of light, as when the bright shining of a lamp gives you light. So what you allow into your mind is going to shape you. Theoretically, I don't think anybody should be depressed, because I find that some depressed people focus on the bad things. Sure, clinically depressed, where your mind is just not right, but people focus on the bad things. How about you focus on the right things, the things that actually give you meaning in life, the things that actually make you feel joy, that make you feel power? How about you focus on that stuff? Me personally, I focus on the love of Jesus Christ. I meditate on his life and how he is very loving and served us and You focus on a good thing with your eye, and your body will follow. You'll feel way better off. But thanks for listening.